Right, this is our Nano fitted to a breadboard. These minus and plus lines go this way, minus and plus lines that way. This groove indicates that this side is separated from that side, so I've mounted the Nano so one side is here and the other side is on the other side. With these pins here, it looks like these 5 pins there are common. So if I wanted to connect up any particular pin, such as this one, for example, to an EasyDriver board, that's where I would connect it. So following that principle, we're now going to connect this up to the Nano board. This is our circuit here. We have a Nano board, and I'm just going to connect up the EasyDriver part, forget about the leads and stuff for the time being. So we've got, for example, D3 going to DIR, we've got D4 going to STEP, we've got D5 going to MS1, etc. So what I've done is I've written them down on a bit of paper here, D3 to DIR, D4 to STEP, etc. I've written them down here so I know how to connect this up. So we're going to start here and we're just going to go through them one by one. Alright, so bear with me, I'm struggling to see because I'm sort of partially blind. So the first one, D3 to DIR. So finding the EasyDriver board, DIR's that pin, and so that's grey, which goes to orange. So that goes to D3. So there's D3, it's connected to DIR. D4 to STEP. So where's STEP on here? MS1, sleep MS1, DIR. Oh, it's the next one. Blue goes to blue. So that STEP goes to D4. So that's D4. D5 is MS1. MS1, which is white along there, which goes to white. So that goes to 5. D5 to MS1. MS2. MS2 is the grey, which goes to that one. Oh, need a different connector there, so I'll just use this. So that goes to what? D6. So there's D6 done. Enable goes to ground. So where's enable? Enable is red wire, which goes to that yellow wire. So that yellow wire has to go to ground. So find ground on here. Any side will do. Ground. Ground goes to ground. So I've got a connection of ground, which is yellow on here. Yellow goes to my blue wire, so that blue wire also goes to ground. Bingo. Next. 5 volts goes to sleep. Sleep, which is the green wire, which goes to a different colour. Purple goes to 5 volts. So where's 5 volts? 5 volts. 5 volts. I'm looking for 5 volts VCC. VN ground reset 5 volts. There it is, 5 volts. Alright. So I think that's most of it connected. So the only thing we've got left to do now is connect up the motor and the external power. So the external power is going to go here. I didn't connect up the 5 volts because this board will run, doesn't need 5 volts because it's getting it from an external power supply. So that's where it's going to go. Positive to here on the inside there, ground, and then we have to connect up the 4 wires to the stepper motor. So I'll go and get the stepper motor and go and get some pins to wire up the external supply, and then we'll test it out. Right, I made a bit of a mistake. D8 was meant to be wired to enable. I was looking at the wrong circuit, so I've rewired D8 to the enable pin, so that's fine. I've got down here for the stepper board, it goes A1, A2, B1, B2. So I've written A1, A2, B1, B2. And now just let's look at the schematic. and the schematic tells me that B2 goes to RS232 pin 1. So B2 to 1, B1 to pin 2, A2 to pin 3, and A1 to pin 4. So I've got my stepper motor here. It's an RS232 cable connector. It's all pre-wired, and so I've got to connect these ones up, red, yellow, green, grey, pins 1, 2, 3, 4. So pin 1 is red, so red has to go to B2. Yellow is 2, which has to go to B1. Green, which is 3, has to go to A2, and so on. So I'm just going to wire those up now, and we'll come back. Connect up the 12 volt supply. I've got a 12 volt little like a battery from a motorcycle place. This is positive, this is negative or ground. So ground goes to ground, so you look on here for the appropriate ground pin. So I think it's, and 5 volts, which is this one, you would connect up to here. I believe that's it. Let me check. Okay, I can't see without my glasses. Hang on. Right. So the outside one is positive, the inside one's negative. So positive goes to power in, and ground goes to ground. And so that's it all connected. Okay, so we connect up the power, we connect up the USB, we would load up the Arduino software and download the software into the controller.